Hi, what's up? It's your boy Sports Wizard, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today, we're gonna be doing is Federer still the GOAT? So yes, this is a big day. It's gonna be an insane video. It's gonna be a banger. So guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell because you're in for a banger. And yeah, just sit back and relax. And yeah, it's gonna be insane. First, we're gonna start with the criteria. Oh yeah, and I just remembered before we start with the criteria, I just want to say one thing. So right now it's Tuesday, June 15th, and I'm recording it right now. So it's gonna go out on the same day, Tuesday, June 15th. And yeah, so I'm gonna be doing Federer versus OGLAC and Hal Open and the Rublev match in Hal Open. So guys, just stay tuned for that because I will be doing those matches predictions. And yeah, just stay tuned for that. And yeah, let's get into the criteria. So Grand Slams are worth 3 points, Masters 1000 are worth 2 points, ATP Finals are worth 2 points. Weeks number 1 are worth 2 points. Euro number 1 is worth 1 point. Records are worth 1 point. Most number of points in each Grand Slam are worth 1 point. Titles are worth 2 points. Win percentage is worth 1 point. Olympics is worth 1 point. Variety in Grand Slams is worth 1 point. Consecutive weeks at number 1 is worth 1 point. Head to head is worth 1 point. Awards is worth 1 point. Most number of wins in each surface is worth 1 point. Grand Slams to Grand Slam finals is worth 1 point. Match win streak is worth 1 point. Highest number of Grand Slams in a calendar year is worth 1 point. Most number of decades with Grand Slams is worth 1 point. Match wins is worth 1 point. And Grand Slam wins to Grand Slams played is worth 1 point. So now we're starting off with the Grand Slams. This is worth 3 points. Federer has 20 Grand Slams, Nadal has 20 Grand Slams, and Djokovic has 19 Grand Slams. So the reason why I gave it to Nadal is because Nadal did play less Grand Slams. So that's why we're giving it to Nadal. Now we're going to titles. This is worth 2 points. Federer has 103 titles, Nadal has 88 titles, and Djokovic has 84 titles. So Federer is the winner because he does have the most titles. Now we're going to Masters 1000, which is worth 2 points. Federer has 28 Masters 1000, Nadal has 36 Masters 1000, and Djokovic also has 36 Masters 1000. So we're giving it to Djokovic because he played less Masters 1000s. Now moving on to Olympics. Federer has 0 Olympics, Nadal has 1 Olympics, Djokovic has 0 Olympics as well. So yeah, the winner is Nadal because he's the only one that actually won Olympics. But if you want to go a little bit more in depth, Federer got a silver medal in Olympics, whereas Djokovic got a bronze. Now we're going to the ATP Finals, which is worth 2 points. Federer has 6 ATP Finals, Nadal has 0 ATP Finals, and Djokovic has 5 ATP Finals. So Federer wins that because he does have the most ATP Finals. Now we're going to variety in Grand Slams. So this one is kind of like a big one, it has a big graph, and yeah. So player, Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, Wimbledon, Federer won 8 times, Nadal won twice, Djokovic won 5 times. US Open, Federer won 5 times, Nadal won 4 times, Djokovic won 3 times. French Open, Federer won once, Nadal won 13 times, Djokovic won twice. Australian Open, Federer won 6 times, Nadal won once, Djokovic won 9 times. Since Djokovic has more than 1 in all of the Grand Slams, he wins it. Weeks at number 1, this is worth 2 points. Federer has 310, Nadal has 209, and Djokovic has 324. Pretty straightforward. Djokovic has the most, so he gets it. Consecutive weeks at number 1, which is worth 1 point. Federer has 237, Nadal has 56, and Djokovic has 122. So Federer wins that. Year at number 1, which is worth 1 point. Federer has 5, and Nadal has 5, and Djokovic has 6. So Djokovic wins that. Head to head, so the head to head Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, Federer versus Federer not available because you can't play yourself. Federer versus Nadal, 24-16 to Nadal. Djokovic versus Federer, 27-23 to Djokovic. Nadal versus Federer, obviously 16-24. And Nadal versus himself not available. Nadal versus Djokovic, 30-28. And yeah, so since Djokovic has a winning record against Federer and Nadal, he's the one that wins this because he's leading against Federer and Nadal. Well, Nadal is leading against Federer, but he's losing against Djokovic, whereas Federer is losing both. So Djokovic wins this one. Most number of wins in each Grand Slam, which is worth 1 point. We're actually doing a percentage. We're just doing the percentage. So Federer his is Wimbledon, he won 8 times, and the win percentage is 89%. Nadal's is French Open, he won 13 times, and his win percentage is 97%. Djokovic is the Australian Open, he won 9 times, and his is 91%. And I just want to clear something up. Don't think that I'm doing these categories because of Nadal. It's because, like, just think about it this way. You have to have variety and dominance. You know, like, you have to have both. You have to, like, have variety, but you also have to have dominance. You know, like, say, like, for instance, like, since Djokovic won, like, the variety in Grand Slams, say a guy took 2 exams and he got, like, a 90 and a 90. But for Nadal, he's dominating, right? But say Nadal, he took the exam and he got a 180. Like, on one exam, you got 101, you got an 80. They're still, if you average them up, they're still the same, but you have to have variety and dominance. So, now we're going to most number of wins per surface, which is 1 point. So, Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, Federer says grass, he has 87%. Nadal says clay, he has 92%. And Djokovic says hard, he has 84%. Winner is Nadal. Win percentage, which is 1 point. Federer says 82%, Nadal says 83.2%, Djokovic is 83.1%, so Nadal takes this. Match wins, Federer has 1,247, Nadal has 1,027, Djokovic has 961, so Federer takes that one. Records, which is 1 point, Federer has 32, Nadal has 14, Djokovic has 26. Pretty straightforward, Federer wins this one. Awards, Federer has 39, Nadal has 9, and Djokovic has 14, so Federer wins this one. Grand Slams to Grand Slam finals. So this is basically who converts in the Grand Slam finals. So Federer is 20 out of 31. So that's 64.5%. Nadal is 20 out of 28, which is 71.4%. And Djokovic is 19 out of 29, which is 65.5%. So Nadal wins this one. Match win streak, which is 1 point. Federer has 27, Nadal has 25, Djokovic has 30. So Djokovic wins that one. Highest number of Grand Slams in a calendar year, which is 1 point. Federer is 3 slams, which he achieved 3 times. Nadal is 3 slams, which he achieved once. And Djokovic is 3 slams, which he achieved twice. And the winner is Federer. Most number of decades with slams. Federer is 2000s to 2010s, which is 2 decades. His time period is 1998 to present. And his years with slams are 2001 to 2018, and his percentage is 74%. Nadal's is 2000s to 2020s, which is 3 decades actually. His time period is 2001 present, and his years with slams are 2005 to 2020, which is 75%. Djokovic's are 2000s to 2020s. His are 2000 to 2020s, which is 3 decades. 2003 present, and his years with slams are 2008 to 2021, which is 72%. So Nadal takes that one. Win percentage in Grand Slams, which is 1 point. Federer is 86%, Nadal is 88%, and Djokovic is 87%. So all one within each other. But yeah, it's close, but Nadal takes it. Grand Slams to Grand Slams played. So Federer, he played 20 Grand Slams. He won 20 Grand Slams. He played 82 Grand Slams, and that's a percentage of 24.4%. Whereas Nadal, he won 20 Grand Slams. He played 62 Grand Slams, and that's a percentage of 32.3%. And Djokovic, he won 20 Grand Slams. He played 64 Grand Slams, and that's a percentage of 29.7%. And yeah, Nadal wins that category. Now we're going to most times a player won one tournament, which is 1 point. Federer won Hall Open and Bessel Open 10 times. Nadal won French Open 13 times, and Djokovic won Australian Open 9 times. Winner is Nadal. Score tally. So this is a winner takes all version. So basically, like, say for like all these slides, whoever so say Nadal won this one, right? He gets 1 point. So whoever the winner is, like, say one guy won like a 2 point category, then he gets 2 points. Some guy won 1 point category, he gets 1 point. So if you add all the points up like that, Nadal actually has 12 points, Federer has 10, and Djokovic has 8. So Nadal won that. So you guys might be wondering, so Nadal won the whole thing? No, we actually did two more versions of this. So basically, like, this first version is like this, right? I explained to you this version because like say like Nadal won the 3 points, so he won the Grand Slam categories and he got 3 points, so that adds to his tally. And Federer, he won like most match wins and he got 1 point for that, so that adds to his tally. So if you do it like that, it's basically like the winner takes all version. Nadal won that one. But if you go by first and second both getting points, so basically note second place for each category gets half the number of points of the winner gets. So for the Grand Slam category where Nadal got 3 points, Federer got second, so he got 1.5 points. And if you keep adding like that, Nadal still won. So he still won. I mean, he's just dominating this. And if you actually go to the third one, most number of categories won, we count all the categories, like the big three won in all of these categories. Nadal won 10, Federer won 7, and Djokovic won 6. And yeah, the ranking is Nadal, Federer, Djokovic. Nadal swept them. That's all I'm going to say. Nadal just like obliterated these guys. He won all the categories there were. Like winner takes all. Nadal won. I'm like, okay, Nadal won, but let's see if we can add more categories of score tally. We added the first and second both getting points. He won it. We added most number of categories won. He won that as well. So Nadal won. And all you guys were like, how did you put Federer and second and Djokovic third? Like, they both didn't even win a category. Well, if you look at it closely, on this one Federer got 7, which is second. So Federer got second. On this one Federer got second, and on this one Federer got second. So Djokovic didn't even get second in any of those three score tally. Score tally. So Federer got second and Djokovic got third. So yeah, this is the ranking. So who's the greatest player to ever touch a racket? Who's the greatest player to ever hit a ball? It's Nadal. At least like I did all the categories I could think of, did 3 different score tallies, and yeah, this took a lot of work, so I hope you guys like, subscribe and turn on those notifications. I hope you guys really enjoyed, and yeah, I'd really appreciate it if you guys liked, subscribed, and turned on those notifications. And yeah, more videos like this are gonna come. I'm also doing a lot of prediction videos, so yeah, just stay tuned for that, and I'll see you next time. Peace.